All right, so we are grading the multi-step equations day one assignment that was from, what day was that? It was from it was from week 6 on February 8th. Of course, the 2 weeks that we were out kind of set us back as far as grading this, so we will do it together now. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to pull up each equation. We're going to go around the room. You guys are going to help me solve it. If you don't have it on your paper or you don't have it right on your paper, fix it. If you don't have it on your paper at all, add it. And then when we're done, turn it in and one assignment's done and easy peasy in the grade books, okay? All right, so Bryce, we'll start with you. On number 1, what do we need to, there's nothing to distribute, which there's nothing on this whole paper. I think that's tomorrow's work. So what do we need to move? Good. Yep, so we're going to subtract 11 from both sides. And remember, our equal sign is our scale. And whatever we move, whatever we subtract from one side, we have to subtract from the other to keep our scale balanced. 11 minus 11 equals n. And what'd you get for the answer? N equals 11. Perfect. 22 minus 11 is 11. Very good. All right. Let's see. Gabby, we'll go to you for number 2. What do I need to do here on number 2? Okay, add 10. And again, on the other side of the equal sign, we're also going to add 10 because we want to keep our scale balanced. And what'd you get for the answer? Good. Negative 24 plus 10 is negative 14. Awesome. All right. Jalen, we're going to go to you for number 3. What do we need to do to get n by itself here? Yeah, 10 is attached to the n with multiplication. Perfect. And so we divide it because we always do the opposite. If we do it to one side, we do it to both. And so what'd you get for your answer? Excellent. All right. Good. And if I need to slow down so you can get these written down or fixed, just let me know. Okay? All right. Cole, number 4. So we want to get p by itself, right? What is attached to it? The 7. And is it addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? Yep. And so what's the opposite of division? Okay, so we're going to multiply by 7, multiply by 7. Do it to both sides, of course. And when we do that, the 2 7s cancel out and we get p. And what's 7 times 9? Perfect. P equals 63. Very good. Okay. Make sure you're showing your work. For those of you at home, especially those in class, have heard me say it before, but make sure you show me whatever work you had to do to get the answer. If you just write the answers, as some of you unfortunately at home know, you still get a 0 on your assignment. All right, Bryce, coming to you. Nothing to distribute. Is there anything to combine here? Okay, what are we combining? Yeah, 5b and 1b. That's a 1 there. It's not there, but it's there. We just have to know it's there. 5b and 1b is 6b. Good. And then what? Good. Divide by 6, divide by 6, and we get b equals 4. Perfect. Good, 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 good. All right. Gabby, coming to you. Nothing to distribute. Is there anything to combine? Yeah, so we have 8n and negative 5n, which gives us what? 3n. And then I haven't done anything with that plus 7 yet, and I'm going to keep the 22. Now, I didn't change anything, right? I didn't change the balance of my scale. I just mushed 2 things together that were already over there, so there was no need to do anything to the other side of the equation. Now what? Good. Subtract 7. Subtract 7, and we get 3n equals... Is that 15? Good. And then what? What the heck was that? Good. Divide by 3. Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other, and I get n equals, since those cancel out, 5. Good job. Awesome. All right. Jalen, that means you get number 7. Anything to combine? The what? Well, the 22 is over there by itself. If you look at the left side of the equation, do you have two A's that you can combine? Yeah, there you go. So we got 7 and 4, and what's 7 plus 4? 11A. Good. And that's just like saying 7 apples and 4 apples is 11 apples. 7 A's and 4 A's is 11 A's. And then, all right, so now what do we want to do to get A by itself? Good. Divide by 11 because it's attached with multiplication. And what's our final answer? -2, because a negative divided by a positive is a negative. Good. A equals -2. Very good. All right, Cole, coming to you with number 8. On the left hand, well, first we'll start on the left. Is there anything on the left we can combine? Yeah, M. So we have 5M minus 3M is what? It's a minus. 5 minus 3. 2M. There we go. Good job. 2M equals nothing. We didn't change anything over there. Now what? Awesome. Divide by 2, and M equals nice. Killing it. All right. Number 9. Bryce, we're coming back to you. So first we're going to look at the left side. Anything over there we can combine? Nope. Okay, now let's look at the right side. Do we have a couple of R's or a couple of numbers that we can combine? Yeah, we've got 1R and -4R. So what's that leave us? Yeah, good. -3R, that's just combining our 2 R's. We didn't do anything with that -2, so I'm just going to leave it there. And then on the other side, we didn't change a thing. 5 minus 2R. All right, now we need to start moving and grooving. What do you want to move first? Okay, so you want to take which one do you want to move? All right, so how are we going to move it? Good. We're going to add 3R. Now, this is where our scale comes into place because we're actually moving things side to side. So we add 3R and we add 3R. And when we do that, those two go away, leaving -2. And over here, that 5 stays. Now, what do we end up with as far as R's? Good. Plus 1R. And then what? Great. -5 and -5. Now, I'm going to not write the 1 in front of that R. You can, you cannot. It doesn't really matter to me. It's just understood that it's there, but you don't ever have to write it if you don't want. All right, -2 minus 5? -7. You guys are rock stars. I love it. All right, let's see. Gabby, coming to you with number 10. Anything on the left to combine? Well, they're not on this. First, we're just combining like terms on the same side of the equation. So anything, there are 2 K's on the left or 2 K's on the right. No. Okay, so nothing to combine. Now what? Now you're right. So what are we going to move? All right, so how are we going to move that? Good. So we're going to add K and add K. And we're not moving that 15 yet, so I'm just going to drop it down. 3K and 1K is 4K. And then our -K and K are gone. That's what we wanted. So we're left with 5. Now what? Excellent. Add the 15 to both sides. Gets rid of it over here, which is what we want because we want 4K by itself. And then 5 and 15 is 20. Now what? Divide by 4, and we get K equals. Perfect. Excellent. All right, let's see. Jalen, number 11. Now we've got some, I didn't realize there was a back side to this. Okay, now we've got some distribution. So Jalen, the first thing we're going to do is distribute what? Am I on the right one? Number 11. Well, anytime, it's kind of weird looking, but anytime you have a number touching a parenthesis, it means multiplication. So we're going to multiply, or we're going to distribute, multiply. Those are kind of interchangeable. We're going to multiply -2 to everything inside the parentheses. So I'm going to keep this 94. We're not changing that right now. What's -2 times 5? -10x. Right? -2 times 5x is -10x. And then -2 times -7 is Positive 14, good. Now we're to the combine like terms step, and we don't have any, right? We don't have any x's to combine. So what are we gonna, now it's ready to start moving. So what are we gonna move first? Yeah, so we're going to subtract 14 and subtract 14. That gets it moved off of this side. Remember our equal sign, it's our great equalizer here. So negative 10x, I didn't touch that. 94 minus 14 is 80. Now what? Yeah, what are we going to divide by? No, we want to get the x by itself. Yeah, and a positive 10 or a negative 10? Good, we're going to divide by a negative 10 on both sides, and we get x equals 80 divided by negative 10 is negative 8. Good. Good, good. Okay. Let's see. Number 12. All right, Cole, we're coming to you. We got parentheses, so that tells us we're going to distribute, and it's always what's right outside the parentheses that we distribute. So I'm going to write my 2 because I'm not messing with that yet. What's 7 times negative 6? Good. Negative 42k, because the k has to come with it. And then what's positive 7 times negative 8? Good. Negative 56. All right, now we're to the combining like term step. Just looking at the left side, do you have either k's or numbers you can combine? I've got negative 42k. Do I have another k on the left? No. How about my numbers? I've got 2 and negative 56. Can I combine them since they're both numbers? Yeah, so we're going to keep our negative 42k. We didn't mess with that. Positive 2 and negative 56 is negative 54. And then we didn't mess with this side yet. All right, so everything's combined. Now we got to start moving. What are we going to move? Okay, it's negative, so that means we're going to do the opposite, which is positive. If we do it to one side, we do it to both. And we get negative 42k equals, what's negative 264 plus 54? 318. We're not adding them. We've got a negative and a positive. That means we got to subtract and take the sign of the bigger. I mean, your mental math is incredible, Cole. I had to think about that one. Is it negative or positive? We keep the sign of the bigger. Negative 264 and 54, so it's going to be a negative 210 because we want to keep the sign of the bigger number, and 264 is a bigger number. But awesome job on your mental math. Okay, now what? By what? Positive or negative? Good. Divide by negative 42 and negative 42. That cancels out, and we're left with k equals, now a negative and a negative dividing is going to give us positive, so we know our answer is going to be positive, and then 210 divided by 42. Why don't you jump up and grab a calculator real quick for the next one, and that way you'll be good to go. It's 5. But go ahead and jump up and grab a calculator for the next one because you'll probably need it for the last one. All right, so negative 210 divided by negative 42 is 5. So k equals 5. Great job. All right. Cole, I think you win our mental math award for the day. All right, let's see. Back to Bryce. First step is to distribute. So what are we going to distribute? Good. So I'm going to keep the negative 92. I'm not going to mess with that 1 yet. I'm going to keep it a negative 1. What's 7 times 3? So that's plus 21n because it's 7 times 3n. And then 7 times 8. Okay. Now I'm not messing with this side yet, so I'm going to leave it. And then anything to combine over here. Yeah, so what's that leave us? Yeah, positive 55 plus 21n. Gabby, are you following along and checking all your answers? Or are you working on current event stuff? Yeah, let's switch over and check all of our answers, okay? All right, what's next, Bryce? Good. And that leaves us 21n, and what's it leave us on the left? Close. 147. Yeah. Negative, negative goes deeper negative. And then our last step. Okay. And we're going to do that on both sides. And if you don't have it, go ahead and punch it in your calculator. Negative 147 divided by 21. What's that? Positive or negative? Yep, it's a negative because a negative divided by a positive. Good. Excellent. All right. Let's see. Gabby, number 14. First step. Okay, which gives me 2 plus 2 times 5K is 10K. All right, what's next? Good. There wasn't anything to combine, so we subtract the 2, and we get 10K equals 82 minus 2 is 80, and then what? Good. Divide by, nope, what do we divide by? Yeah. I was even going to write it. I was going along with you. All right, divide by 10, and K equals, there we go. Good. Excellent. All right. Jalen, number 15. What are we going to do first? Good. We're going to distribute the 6. So we get 6 times 8. Is it 48? 48x. And then 6 times negative 24. I just said the answer. 6 times negative 4. Negative 24. Got so excited I gave you the answer. All right, equals, I didn't do anything to the right, so I'm just going to rewrite it. And then anything on the left to combine? Do you have any numbers you can combine over on the left? Like the 8 and the negative 24? Yeah, so we have just plain old numbers over here. So let's combine those. It'll just make it easier. So I'm going to keep my 48x. I'm not going to mess with that right now. What's 8 minus 24? If the signs don't match, you subtract the numbers and keep the sign of the bigger. So 24 minus 8. Yeah, and it's going to be negative 16 because the negative 24 is bigger than the positive 8. So minus 16 equals minus 16 minus 5x. All right. That looks like an 8, but I promise it's a 5. All right, now what? We want to get all of our, we've got combined all of our like terms. We want to get all of our x's over to one side. So what are we going to move? Yeah, and we're going to move that 5x. It's currently a negative 5x, so we're going to move it by doing a positive 5x. If we do it to one side, we do it to the other. And then 48x plus 5x is 53x minus 16 equals minus 16. And then what's next? We want to move that negative 16 from the left. We want to get it away from the x. So how are we going to move that over? No, it would have to be attached by multiplication if we want to divide it. It's currently attached with addition or subtraction. Yeah, good. Plus 16 and plus 16 leaves us 53x equals, what's negative 16 plus positive 16? Yeah, or think of it like this, 16 minus 16. 0. Okay, we're not done yet. This looks like it gets tricky, but I promise it doesn't. We still want to get x by itself. What do we need to divide off the x? 53 and 53. Now, what's anything with 0 on top? Yep, anything with 0 on top is 0. So anytime you have a 0 on one side of the equal sign, if you divide it or whatever, it doesn't matter. You're still going to... Hey, Bryce, can you put that away and use a regular calculator if you need one? Okay, x equals 0. Good. All right, Cole, last one is for you. What's the first step? Yeah, we're going to distribute that 6, right? So that gives us 6 times 1 is 6, and 6 times 5 is 30. x, and then I'm just going to write the rest of it because I haven't messed with that at all. All right, anything to combine on the left? Yeah, I've got 30x and negative 2x. So I'm going to drop that 6 down. Now what's 30 minus 2? Yep, so 28x equals 6 plus x. All right, now what? Okay, what do you want? Which 6? Okay, what am I going to do with that one? Good, minus 6 and minus 6. That goes away, and I'm left with positive 28x equals 6 minus 6 is 0 plus x. Now what? Okay, tell me what to do with that x. It's currently over there with addition. What do I need to do to move it? Good, so minus x and minus x. And remember, that's really minus 1x. We just, mathematicians are lazy. All right, how many x's does that leave us on the left? 28 minus 1. What's 28 minus 1? There you go, 27x. Now what? Keep going, we're almost done. Oh, it won't let me. I'm just trying to make my screen bigger. There we go. I was just trying to move it up, and instead it was making me draw a beautiful picture. Yeah, there you go. Divide by 27 and divide by 27. Whoops, 27. And what does x equal?
0.
Good. Anything with 0 on top is 0. Excellent. All right, very good. So for those of you in class, put those in the tray. For those of you at home, hit submit and submit. And tomorrow we will do the same thing with solving multi-step equations day 2. On Thursday, we'll do a quick review, and on Friday, we will quiz, and then we will be done with solving equations. If you need anything at home, don't forget you can email me anytime.